A few weeks ago, we ran a story on a newspaper report that stated that $700 million Namibian of government pensioners' money invested by the Government Institution Pension Fund, the GIPF, into Steinhoff International was at risk. The director of the African Labour and Human Rights Centre, August Maletzky, made a few statements during the show, which the GIPF's current CEO and principal officer, David Nuyoma, asked to clarify. This week, he set the record straight.
It was the issue of Steinhoff. The possible losses that may have been lost in the investments in Steinhoff. I would like to indicate and to point out that Steinhoff is not a GIPF, exclusive GIPF issue. It is an industry-wide issue, especially for long-term insurance companies, retirement fund, and even the investment community in general, who have invested especially on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, because Steinhoff has been part of the top 40 index. In other words, it was one of the best performing companies and listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And through our asset managers, and these are asset managers, I have to point out, that have served us well over many years. They are having very good track record. Through our asset managers, GIPF, like so many others in Namibia, in South Africa, in Southern Africa, and actually in Europe as well, have invested in Steinhoff. With regard to GIPF, the impact is not really significant in the sense that it constituted less than 1% of our total investments. And I have to indicate also here that the underlying companies of Steinhoff was the holding company of about 40 brands. If you were to look in any major shopping mall in Namibia, in South Africa, you'll find a significant number of those brands are actually part of the Steinhoff brand. They are still performing, and we believe that at one point, once the information has been crystallized and has been confirmed, there will be value to be realized. We have, over the years, always met the regulatory requirements as far as reporting is concerned. We have provided without fail the annual financial statements. You can go on our website, and they indicate where we stand with regard to our finances, and we are sound. Secondly, it's the issue as a pension fund, we have to be subjected to an actuarial valuation, basically going behind the numbers and looking at the liabilities that GIPF has and the assets at hand, whether we are able to meet these liabilities in a long run. And that takes a very long view. And the way we project currently our assets to liabilities, we take an 80-year view. So it's a long-term view where we plot each and every member's behavior and everything to see how are we positioned in terms of meeting the liabilities. And we are sound. And I can say that we have in excess of 30% of our value in reserves. That is really significant. And I just had a look. We are perhaps one of the most reserved or provided for in terms of risk in Southern Africa, if not part of the world. One of the most, we have this strong reserve that not so many pension funds do have.